But let's go to Melbourne now and talk about some of the industries, some of the confusion there about industry lockdowns, who can operate and who can. And Stuart Norman heads up Parking Australia. Thanks for joining us, Stuart. Under the lockdown provisions, the stage 4 provisions, all car parks, commercial car parks across Melbourne are due to shut tonight and not open. Who's that going to create problems for?
That's good evening, Chris, and thanks for having me. This is going to, as it currently stands, and I know that we can always change and have discussions with the government, this will affect all Melburnians that will need to travel either to purchase something from an essential service like a shopping centre or a supermarket, essential workers, whether it be police, nurses. These are all aspects of this direction which we're trying to avert.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if there's a blanket ban shutting all these car parks, there'll be nurses wanting to get to work at hospitals, parking in commercial car parks, as you say, police and others. They obviously haven't thought this through. I know there are a lot of industry leaders who have been trying to meet with the government over the past 24 hours. Have any of them had much success, and what are your expectations? Do you think you can get this to change?
Well, we think that there'll be aspects, and we hope that some common sense will change. I mean, the first one would be around hospitals. Anything that is a parking that is at or near a hospital, we would think common sense would mean that they would remain open. We're in discussions and trying to get some facilities open, especially around the police headquarters in the city. But the key part of this, Ken, is that, Chris, it's just not about the CBD. This is a metropolitan Melbourne. This is council-run car parks.
But why wouldn't they just leave this to you? Centres. Obviously, if no one's turning up at various centres, you don't need the car parks, you won't open them. It's not as if car parks are teeming with staff anyway. Why wouldn't they just leave it for you to open those car parks where there is demand? It seems unnecessary to interfere.
That's a very plausible point of view, and I think that their rationale is to restrict the movement of people. You could argue quite simply that having a work permit would restrict the movement of people. Parking does have a clear way to restrict movement of people, but sometimes it comes down to what the government think and then what private enterprise can actually make happen.
And you're hoping to get this changed tonight?
We're hoping to get it changed tonight. This is part of a whole range of aspects that really need to be considered, and we've been working with the Victorian Police Association, the retail associations, to try and make sure that Melburnians are not inconvenienced in a way greater than what we're already going to be.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Stuart. I appreciate it. Yeah, see how you go. Good luck.
Thanks, Chris.
Stuart Norman there from Parking Australia.